YouTube storytime videos are an ancient pastime long forgotten by everyone on the platform. These animated storytime channels are a stain in YouTube's underwear that they keep scrubbing at. And just like your feelings for your hot cousin, they just keep coming back no matter how hard you try to get rid of them. I figured it was about time that I dive into the very cringy side of YouTube, which is storytime animations. And Storytime Animated is a very cringy channel. If you just scroll through and look at a few of these videos, you'll understand exactly what I mean. I pretend to be a girl to get into all the prisons. I hid in my crush's basement for years. I saw everything. My sister married my stepdad. I used to be black, now I'm white. And then you got, I was born both genders. And from all those videos I just listed, you can tell that the Storytime Animated channel is a very odd channel. What if I told you it gets worse? Yeah, the Storytime Animations on YouTube, there's a channel that is many times worse than Storytime Animated, and that's the channel we're going to be looking at today. It's called Share Your Story. I don't know where they got these stories from and who they got them from, but I'd really like to meet the people who tell these stories. Not every day you see someone get pregnant by their cat or bear. Just a few examples of what you can expect from Share Your Story. You got, my stepfather got me pregnant 5 times. My cat got me pregnant. My bear got me pregnant. And then of course you can't forget my grandpa got me pregnant. You know, you can just look at these thumbnails and titles and videos and you'll get chest pains. You may even have a heart attack, honestly. You may get like a brain tumor or something like that. Hi, my name is Derek and I watched Share Your Story a couple times and I think it gave me stage 4 terminal cancer. So I figured if I was going to watch these videos, I was going to make you guys suffer through them with me. So we're going to start off here with my cat got me pregnant.
It's a bit of a crazy tale, but in the end, I think you'll understand why I made such a preposterous claim.
So you're telling me she's lying already? She's already saying basically that the cat didn't get her pregnant, but obviously the story says, my cat got me pregnant.
She absolutely was in love with Jack ever since high school, and they dated all through high school, and even a few years after that. My mother got a tip from one of her friends, however.
Dude, I don't care about your mom. I just want to get to the cat getting you pregnant. That's what I'm here for.
Things got a little weird when he told me one day, around the time we were teenagers, that he believed he loved me. I didn't understand at first because, yeah, I loved him too. He was my fan.
So this story is just taking a complete 180 from my cat got me pregnant to probably gonna end up being my cousin got me pregnant. So, I mean, I can't hate on the cousin for locking her because, you know, I'm from West Virginia, so it's pretty normal around here, but I'm excited to see where this goes.
We were also pretty young, and we had all the time in the world to settle down and start a family when we were ready. I had originally started taking birth control.
Yeah, but that cat had other plans, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
The cat he had gotten me had unintentionally sabotaged our contraceptives. I wanted to cry, the absurdity of the circumstances nearly driving me to hysterics.
I'm done with this clickbait garbage, dude. I was here to see a story about a cat getting you pregnant, not about a cat biting a hole in a condom that caused you to get pregnant. What in the clickbait tarnation is this, dude? I'm done. The story about the bear getting you pregnant has to be true. Like, there's no way a bear could climb onto the stand and, you know, like, bite a hole in the condom. So, this story has to be better, at least. I swear to God, if this is a teddy bear, not a real bear, I'm gonna freak out.
Do you know that kind of prankster that paints the floor with butter just to see you stumble to the floor?
No, I don't think I know of a prankster who smears butter on the floor to make you fall. Sounds like just a psychopath to me. If the person you're dating is still doing pranks in 2020 like that to you, you just need to break up with them. Pranks are so outdated. That person has to be such a weirdo to still be doing pranks.
Whenever he got any extra money from his parents or a bonus at work, he'd buy me super sweet gifts. Oh, you should have seen the gorgeous ring he got me once, and all the pretty dresses. And once, well, he got me this big, white, fluffy teddy bear. It was larger than me. It took up half my bed, but I didn't mind. It was simply the cutest thing I had ever seen. I loved it, and thanked him so much for it. Funny thing was, we weren't celebrating any special occasion or anything of the sort. He just gave it to me to show me how much he loved me. Or so I thought.
Okay, so the title is My Bear Got Me Pregnant, but it's not even a real bear, it's a teddy bear. So what I'm imagining happened is the guy got in the teddy bear, cut out a little hole for him to use, and then went to town on her. That's what I'm imagining right now.
Bran explained that he had snuck into my flat multiple times using the key I had given him. He even saw John propose to me, and oh boy, he wasn't pleased about it. So he snuck into my dorm again the very next night, and actually got inside the big teddy bear he had given me. Can you believe it wasn't really a gift, but part of an elaborate plan?
I called it.
Back when we were dating, he had bought it to scare me. The teddy bear was big enough for him to fit inside it, and the idea was that he'd slip
Where's
into
that hole
it
at?
one night
Let's see that
and
little
wake
saw
me
come
up
out and cut
making
you a little hole
growling
out like the
sounds and
cartoons.
flapping the teddy's
Poke
arms
that
around.
little pecker bird out.
But instead, since I had dumped him, he decided to sneak into the toy bear after we broke up. I loved to sleep cuddling the toy, and he knew it. So one night, before I
How
got
could you
into
not
my
tell there's a
room,
person in
he
there?
snuck into the teddy and waited for me to come home and fall asleep.
Oh, did
He
he?
got me pregnant, using the teddy bear to be in my bed while I rested, and I never even realized what he was doing. Bran admitted in his text that he was doing all of this to get back at me and to ruin my life for dumping him. He thought it was so funny. I'm so mad. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know if I should tell John that the baby isn't his, because the explanation of how I actually got pregnant is so incredible.
He raped her. She can go to the cops and tell him that he raped her. What in the world? Your bear didn't get you pregnant. Your crazy ex-boyfriend that got inside of the teddy bear and cut a little hole out for his woodpecker got you pregnant. Jesus Christ. The cat one was just like, the cat bit into the condom and got us pregnant. The bear one's like, my crazy ex-boyfriend got inside of a teddy bear and raped me while I was asleep and got me pregnant. I don't know how I can get much worse than that, but we're gonna find something. Yeah, so we're gonna watch this porno now. You didn't say stepbrother in the thumbnail. You said stepfather. You said brother, though. So, this may be some major incest.
He said it didn't matter what happened, that we weren't blood related.
I've been clickbaited once again. Dude, this channel is some mega clickbait. I've got clickbaited 2 times. 3 times, actually. I would imagine the trend keeps going on all these videos. Now up to bat, we have the person with the penis. Wait. A vagina? No. Wait, both of them? Oh. What? They have both? Really? Can I have their number?
Hi, my name is Alice, and I was born with 2 private parts.
Oh my god, please marry me. No, there's no way this video can be clickbait. My cousin got me and my mom pregnant. Got my attention.
I remember that I was about to reply to a question he had asked me when he suddenly kissed me. I pulled away a moment to ask him what he was doing,
So you got...
blushing brightly.
What?
He told me that he thought I looked particularly kissable in that moment, so he went for it. I felt flustered and confused, knowing very well that he was my cousin. Despite my hesitations, though, I let him kiss me
Welcome to
again.
Alabama, baby!
After a little while of just exchanging kisses, we wound up getting more intimate together. I know it isn't exactly the most morally correct thing to do.
No, it's not exactly the most morally correct thing to do. It's literally a crime. It's called incest. I don't know if you've heard of it or not, but it's not particularly legal either.
I barely had time to process what was happening before it was over.
She just flamed him so hard. I didn't even know what was happening until it was over. He only lasted 2 seconds.
It couldn't hurt anyone if no one knew, right?
It couldn't hurt anyone if no one knew. That's what every person that does something really bad says. You know that you've done something really bad when you're at the point to where you say, it couldn't hurt if no one knows. That's when you know you've done something really bad.
It was about a month later that I found out I was pregnant. I
Oh,
felt
what in the
sick with
cousin
anxiety,
loving,
knowing I was still a teen,
inbred,
and that
species
the baby was
looking
also my
alien
cousin's.
egg. What in the cousin loving Alabama incest baby is this? Jesus Christ. Okay, so this, I thought I was about to get clickbaited like step cousin or something. The
When I
baby's gonna
found
come
out,
out with one
but it
eyeball
took
looking like
rather well,
Cyclops.
considering-
Or even worse, it may come out looking like the baby of 2 anti-maskers who marched through Target protesting masks.
Like
This
a
video
son,
seems
rather
all
than a
too
playable
familiar,
piece
don't
in
it?
their mind.
Dude, you guys know where we've seen this plot before. We've seen this plot plenty of times before.
I entered the house, which was oddly quiet, and just went straight up to my room to cool off. When I opened my door, however, I began to scream. Right there, in my cousin's bed, was David and my mother. They weren't sitting together having a nice little family chit-chat either. I felt
He was in
lightheaded,
her.
and like I
He
was
was in
floating
her.
for a moment. I guess
Oh,
having gone
my
into
God.
shock.
Jesus
Then everything
Christ.
becomes a bit of a blur after that. I had passed out on the floor of the room apparently, and they had to rush me to the hospital. I fell into a coma, and they weren't sure when I would
What
wake
in
up.
the cousin loving
took a little over
tarnation?
a month
Jesus
for me to
Christ.
wake
If this
up from
story
my
didn't
coma,
happen in Alabama,
and the
I don't
first
know
sight
where
I
it
was
happened
greeted
at.
with was
West
my
Virginia's
mother's
not even this
face.
bad. Alabama's our unspoken relative that we don't really associate with them at all. They're on a whole nother level of inbreeding and cousin loving than we are. Trust me, I know that we're not near as bad as Alabama.
Having just come out of a month-long coma.
A month? She was in a coma for a month after seeing her cousin and her... Okay, no.
build.
Nobody's gonna be
Thankfully, they
suspicious
hadn't.
till that baby pops out looking like Ed Sheeran.
I'm happy to say that I gave birth to a healthy little girl, who we decided to name Arya.
Yeah, well, I hate to inform you there, but Arya definitely doesn't have both of her Oz. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, I know you're enjoying looking at a few of these thumbnails, and I figured we'd go through a little bit more of the channel and just look at a few of the thumbnails and titles, and then we'll call it a day. We got the infamous, my brother forced me, and now I'm pregnant. My brother forced me to do this, and now I'm pregnant. My dad did it with me 2 times. And then the title, my stepfather got me pregnant 2 times. I fell in love with my kidnapper. My grandpa got me pregnant 3 times. I ate baby soup in China. My dead husband got my sister pregnant. Oh my god. Yeah, there's plenty more where that came from. You can go search through Share My Stories thing if you want. I wouldn't recommend it. It's very, very awful and it's a very bad YouTube channel. In conclusion, this channel is just a clickbait porn title channel. Don't let your cat anywhere near your bedroom. Don't get a giant teddy bear that your ex can fit into. And most of all, don't have sex with your cousin. Maybe one of those life lessons will help you guys out, but until next time, peace out.